So to verbally go over a few things on the trucks, most of the stuff's going to be on the list. Definitely, when you get to a job, make sure you're at the right address, like read the notes thoroughly and all of that. Make sure the address is correct and product's correct, all of that. And if you have to back on site, get a waiver signed. That's all explained in the notes. Watch out, obviously for your surroundings. I don't want to drag the truck against any trees. I don't like I don't like to scratch up the paint. Same for like power lines and all that. Keep an eye out for all of that. When you get loaded at the pit, take it easy down the pit roads. You guys get paid by the hour, and I don't want to waste time, but I also don't want to hammer the trucks down the pit roads. So take it easy there. Run your tarp, whether you're loaded or empty. Just don't forget to roll the tarp in before you get loaded. When you're getting loaded with 14 tons or more, always at least put the first pusher down. I know some guys don't like to run all the pushers in the dirt, but always at least get put your front pusher down to take the stress off the front axle and the frame. If you have to, when you get loaded, if you have to pinch off or if you have to split a load up, like on a job site, say the customer ordered 10 tons, they want 5 tons here, 5 tons there. Make sure if you lift the bed up, that you just ease it back down. Don't try to cut it all quick if someone's spotting you, and or you're trying to pinch just a little bit off or whatever. Just take it real easy with the ram coming back down. Check your loads. After getting loaded, make sure you don't have material spilling out the back of your tailgate or off the sides. If you do, whatever you do, I've seen guys try to drive kind of quick and then slam on the brakes to shoot the load forward, or they lift the box up. Like I said, it's okay to lift the box. I prefer not to, but if you do, just ease it back down. And then, some of the stuff, I hate to even say it because, to me it's obvious, but don't run the truck when you back up to a pile. Don't run the truck into the pile where you're going to tear a mud flap off. If you get to a job site too, I brought up the tree thing. If somebody wants you to back around a corner, like a wall or anything like that, and you're unsure about it, don't be afraid to voice it. Like if we have to refund the money and bring the load back to the yard, I'd rather do that than tear someone's fence down. And even with the waiver signed. So that waiver, basically we have these little waivers in the office, and they, if you have to back onto the property, you'll let the homeowner know, there might be damage. Basically you're releasing us of any liability, whether we hit a wall, hit the fence, run over a water main, crack the line under the ground, any of that, crack a driveway, pavers, and so on. So sure. This is definitely a big one. Make sure, without a doubt, you get fuel at the end of the day and that you're prepped for the next day. And in the truck, in the cab, there'll be a little post-trip book. Do a post-trip every day. Like make sure you don't have belts on your tires showing, none of the tires are low, your hubs aren't cracked, you don't have a bunch of oil leaking out of a hub, you don't hear any air leaks, no broken suspension parts, nothing like that. Make sure all your lights are working, and you only fill that book out if there's something wrong with the truck. If there's nothing wrong with the truck, don't worry about it. But when you do fill it out, go ahead and hand it to Matt or Alan. And then another big thing is if you're hauling sand, always make sure that your bed's clear in the front, like there's no material hung up, before hauling the mortar sand or concrete sand. And then same goes for like if you haul mulch, go ahead and take a peek up there because the mulch tends to stick. And if it rains out, always dump your box, dump the water out. If it's raining overnight, dump the box out. That'll help prevent a bunch of stuff from getting stuck up in the front. And If you have any doubts when you're out here about what pile to dump in or anything like that, just get with the loader. He's always on 34. And then the last couple things, definitely always make sure, you know, that your truck's ragged out. There's plenty of time during the day. You know, if you're waiting to get loaded, like sitting in the pit or whatever, I like them to be completely dust free, all the way cleared out. No trash, none of that. Make sure if you have to lock your differential in, if your you know, wheels are spinning or something on a job site, go ahead and make sure you push on the brakes, you know, that they're locked up and they're not spinning before you click that. And then another little thing to watch out for, I know newer guys make this mistake. They'll want to push the clutch all the way in while they're rolling up to a you know, a light or something, and that'll spin your clutch brake off. And a couple other things, make sure that you know, we just run the company radios and the mic and everything. I don't want to screw anything extra or glue or anything like that. Don't add anything to the inside of the truck. And make sure your mirrors are adjusted and everything's comfortable for you to drive before you start the day.